Hey everybody, how's it going? It's great to be back to this type of video. If you guys didn't notice, uh, if you've been under a rock, I've been releasing a bunch of movies and albums, and let's just say I've been taking like a movie ranking hiatus. Besides that Kanye album ranking, which wasn't exactly the best time to do so, I've taken a pretty long hiatus off of them. But I'm coming back to these types of videos, and I kind of want to do a movie ranking. I was going to do ranking all the Rocky and Creed movies, and I will definitely do that in due time. But instead, I thought I'd do something different. And for my birthday, I got a PS4. And the only reason why I asked for a PS4, not a PS5, was because I have so many memories on that gaming system. And there are a lot of games I wanted to play. And out of all of them, there are 8 that stuck out. In fact, actually 9 that stuck out. So today, we're going to be ranking all 9 of those video games that I have on my gaming system. And honestly, I am so proud of how many games I have on there now and how many discs like I put in that PS4. Like it's a great experience and I'm glad I have all of them. So let's get into ranking all 9 of these games from worst to first. In ninth place, aka last place, we have Madden 17. And yes, I am that type of guy that buys the physical copies of games. I don't just buy them online because I just think it's cool that a lot of people do this. But yeah, Madden 17. What's there to say? I grew up with it. And honestly, I really, really liked it. And do I anymore? Not really. I don't really like the thing that you had to start off with when it was loading. Like, for some absurd reason, when the game was loading and downloading, you had to play this this game. It was Redskins Rams, and it was Redskins at the time. Okay, like I completely agree why they changed their name, but at the time, in 2016, it was the Redskins. And there were a bunch of like cutscenes during the game, and it just felt weird. I didn't like that at all. But thankfully in Madden 20, when it was loading, you got to play the Pro Bowl. But we'll get into that game later on in the list. Point is, I don't really like this game too much. I think the graphics aren't good. I know it shouldn't be that big of a deal, but the menu screen, I'm not feeling it. I actually really hate the menu screen for some reason. It's just, I hate it so much. Like, I have an ultimate amount of hatred for it. And the soundtrack really sucks too. There's a ton of country songs on it, and I don't like that at all. But yeah, Madden 17 is like a perfectly okay game. If I have to play it, I will, because at the end of the day, it still is a Madden game, and I like football, so I guess so. But I'd much rather play 16 because I do think that's a superior Madden game. But the funny thing is, as much as I love Madden 16, I've never actually owned the game. I've went to my friend's house and played it before. I've never actually owned it. So yeah, Madden 17. Got this for my birthday. Was happy about it, and like I did like playing it when I was little, but looking back, I don't love it so much anymore. At number 8, we have NBA Live 16. This was actually the very first PS4 game I ever got. Not on the new PS4, the old one that we had that my brother took with him to college. This is the first game we got. And it's just like a knockoff brand of NBA 2K. Is it better? No. Is it good? I don't know. But it's kind of fun to play, just to like play something different. I guess it was just like, it was fun to play such a weird knockoff game. And NBA Live is a game series that's been going for a really long time. So it's not like this is the only one. I mean, hell, it says 16 on it, so you can probably guess. But yeah, NBA Live, it's perfectly fine. It's kind of just fun to play for fun. As a basketball game, there's nothing wrong with it. Like there's tons of stuff it does right. I don't mind the game playing, and it's just kind of fun to compare this to what an NBA 2K game is like right now. But yeah, NBA Live, really not that good, but it's fun to play sometimes just because of how humorous it is, how not good it is compared to all the 2K games. Speaking of NBA 2K, coming up at number 7, I believe, is NBA 2K16, featuring a Spike Lee joint. Now, Spike Lee, if you don't know him, is one of the greatest directors of all time, directing certain movies such as Do the Right Thing, and my personal favorite that I just think is such a powerful movie, Black Klansman, actually directed the My Career for this game, and I think that is just awesome that that's even a thing. And in My Career in this game, I do love the story a lot, but it kind of let me down in terms of you couldn't like decide your own future. Like, Dom Pagnotti was your manager in this, and I wanted to sock him in his face, but you couldn't do anything about him. Like, you had to have him be your manager, and I hated him so much. And no matter, like, whatever your name is that you decide, you'll always be, like, the announcers will literally call you Freak. Like, for frequency vibrations. They'll never call you their real name. And you're a rookie in the NBA. And they still call you a nickname that you had during your college year. It's real. Like, it's real stupid at times. And my career kind of let me down a little bit, but it does bring up some past memories, so I appreciate it. And I do like all the blacktop stuff on here. NBA 2K16 isn't a bad game, okay? But it could have been a lot better. And I feel like no matter how you play in my career, it doesn't really affect the story whatsoever, so that's kind of what I don't like about it. But 2K16 isn't a bad game, but my career, aside from the story and good direction that Spike Lee has, it's really not for me. And at the number 6 spot, we have Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. Now, since the Skywalker saga came out, this game might just seem like it's a non-factor. But in reality, I think it's kind of a fun game to come back to. It's not the greatest, but I mean, like, 10-year-old me was pumped for this game. Like, when I got this for Christmas, I was really, really happy. Like, this was a dream come true. And when I played it, I liked it. The only problem with it is that I think the levels in the story mode are just awful. Like, you don't even get to play as a Jedi, which is just so bad. Like, I honestly struggled to get through some of the levels. Like, I think the best part about this game is when you get to go to, like, free play, get all the carbonite bricks, sorry about that, and you get to customize your own characters, do the Dark battle, but the things you have to do before that are really boring. But I do like some of the gameplay options, like you going like this and having to shoot, like that's fun as hell. And I like that you also have like 4 bonus levels, I believe, when you're done with it. It's honestly a blast once you're done with all the levels to start off the game, but Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens is filled with flaws, and out of all the Lego Star Wars games I played, which is this, Skywalker Saga, and the Complete Saga, this is by far the worst. Yeah, there's some bad stuff about this, and like I said, it just all comes down to the levels that you have to play. Like, the levels at the beginning are just, really bad. Like, they will seriously be making levels out of the most minor shit that happens in the movie, so that's really what I didn't like about it. But customizing your own characters is really fun, and I just had a blast with this when I was younger. It was the first time I ever realized that there could be a hub world in a game, and it was hella fun. Coming in at the number 5 spot, we have Star Wars Battlefront. Oh my goodness. I cannot tell you how happy I am that I picked this up. First up, shout out to Oliver McKeever, who was my 100th subscriber and is a huge supporter of the channel. I played this game for the first time when I came over to his house when I was like, I don't know, 9 or something, and I had a blast with it. It was such a fun game, and I'd always wanted to get it. I never got it until just recently. I went to Duluth, and there was a GameStop at a mall, and this, since it was made in, since it was made in 2015, it was only like... It was only $2.99, and I was so shocked, but I bought it, and I'm very proud of buying it. I mean, playing with Luke Skywalker, Boba Fett, Darth Sidious, and Darth Vader, like, it's the best. It's like one of the greatest gameplay experiences you'll ever have. I basically thought of it as Lego Star Wars if it had some of the best graphics I've ever seen. I also really like that EA was the ones that made this. I gotta say, the graphics are a standout in this, and playing as, like, some of the most iconic characters ever is so fun, and I also love the mode where you get to do, like, a hero battle to see if you can take out, like, freaking 80 people, and, like, it's basically like a football game in Star Wars, like, who can get to 100 kills first, the Rebellion or the Empire, and you can play on either side, which is just so cool to me, but yeah. Star Wars Battlefront is really fun. My only complaint is that there's not a whole lot of stuff to do, and I really don't think that, the bonus stuff, like getting to go to Cloud City and Naboo, should have been something that you had to pay for. Like, I always thought that was stupid. Like, it looked so fun, but I don't want to pay money for that, because I'm broke, okay? I literally have $1 in money right now. I'm going to get a summer job, but right now, I don't have a job. Okay, but Star Wars Battlefront, Very good game. I really enjoyed it. And just, being able to buy it was so cool. And yeah, it's a really good game. Shout out to Oliver McKeever for introducing me to this. So yeah. At number 4, I have Madden 20. One of the few times when a Madden game is absolutely fantastic. First up, unlike Madden 17, the soundtrack is really, really, really good and has songs that will stick in your head till the end of time. Madden 20 is great. I love all the new features like the bazooka and like the X Factors, man. That's such a cool like new addition. Like I get what people say when they say like new sports games don't really add anything new, and sometimes they're right, but in this case they added a lot new to the table. The Ultimate Team is really fun. The first time where I actually liked doing it, because Madden 17's Ultimate Team was just wasn't really that fun. But yeah, Madden 20 is such a fun game. I highly recommend playing it because it is definitely one of my favorite Madden games of all time. I think number one spot still has to be I think that still has to go to Madden 13. I used to play that one on the Wii a lot. The graphics weren't good, but that just added to the charm of it. But Madden 20 still is really good. I really like playing on it, and it was the first time where you got to do a career mode, which was awesome. And, yeah. Yeah. Face of the franchise. Yeah, all new career campaign. That was really fun. I like doing that. Yeah, and it was so much better than those dumb long shot things they did. Madden 18, if you don't know, it had this really, really weird type of my career thing called long shot, and focused more on being like, I don't know, like a film for EA rather than being an actual fun my career experience. I hate to say it, but I'd probably take the 2K16 my career over that, even though you could make your own decisions in 2K16. At least it had a good story. Longshot was just kind of cringe at times. And they even ended up making a sequel for it in Madden 19. I was like, nobody wants this. This is really, really stupid. But point is, a game that wasn't stupid was Madden 20. Also, I mean, I don't want to be weird or anything, but the Madden curse is real. I know Patrick Mahomes won a Super Bowl the year after he was on this cover, but he did almost suffer a career-ending injury, so I say that the Madden curse is still alive with this game. At number 3, we have Lego Marvel Superheroes. I got the collection, which includes Lego Marvel Superheroes, Lego Marvel Avengers, and Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. I have played a lot of this one right here. I think I played about 3 seconds of the first level in this one, and I haven't played any of this one. So the one that we're going to be reviewing is this one right here. Lego Marvel Superheroes is so much fun. I love the New York City hub world, how you get to go all the way to the top of Stark Tower. It's just, you will never feel more joy than just jumping off a building with Hulk and landing completely on your feet. It is fantastic. Not to mention, the levels are really good. And I love that the first, 5 levels of the game, it was like a new character every time. Like, at first it was like Iron Man and Hulk, and then it was Captain America and Mr. Fantastic, and then it would eventually be like Wolverine, and then Black Widow and Hawkeye. I just loved all these new characters, and you faced a new villain almost every time. It was like Dr. Octopus. Whiplash even made an appearance, which I was so shocked by. But yeah, this really is a very fun game. All the playable characters that I've had so far have some really, really, really unique abilities, and they just did a great job with this one. I'm really excited to see what the second one's like, along with Lego Marvel Avengers. I haven't heard the best things about this, but if I like Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens, I can probably appreciate this one as well. And at number 2, I have NBA 2K14. Yes. This is a good one right here. This is the good one. You know what game's good? When I think the year was 2017, and 2K14 was way past its prime. That's 2013 right there. That's like a couple years ago or so. So I should be focusing on that. But I saw so many gameplay videos of it, and I just thought it looked like the coolest NBA game of all time. And I actually bought it. I checked it out, and it lived up to the hype. NBA 2K14 is brilliant. The My Career is so much fun. You get to make your own decisions and be like a douchebag, say all the rudest stuff ever, but that's what makes it so much fun. NBA 2K14 is great. It's got an amazing soundtrack, the gameplay is fantastic, and I also just absolutely love playing as LeBron James on the Heat. He is just cracked in this game. The people on the cover of 2K games, they just don't disappoint. They're always fantastic. And the same goes for the King. Yeah, he was really fun to play with, along with, all-time teams. That's why I definitely prefer 2K over Madden, because 2K's got all-time teams. Like, one of the biggest reasons I prefer it over Madden, like, Madden don't have no all-time teams. The closest they went was in Madden 25 when they had the Canton Greats. And that wasn't even enough, okay? I just wish they could have done all 10 teams. I like that 2K does that all the time. Blacktop is really fun on this one, too. There's a ton of stuff to love about it. 2K14 at the end of the day. I could definitely see why it's ranked this high. But coming in at number 1 isn't even a surprise. Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, which was the main game that I wanted for my birthday. And I'm so happy this was released on the PS4. This is actually probably one of the last games that was released on the PS4 because, it was running out of time during 2022 because of the PS5. But it was actually released on this gaming console, and I had the pleasure of playing it. And I had such a great time with it. Not only is there 380 playable characters, not only is there near 30 discoverable planets, not only do you get to play episodes 1 through 9, but it's just a fantastic all-around game. The levels are fire. I love the levels in this game, but put the levels aside. You've got all these planets. You get to go to Exegol, Tatooine, Geonosis, Hoth, Coruscant, which is like the best out of them all. Camino, it's just the best. I was geeking out when I was playing this. I loved it so much. It was just the best. The Skywalker Saga does not disappoint. It's exactly what I thought it was going to be, and that is a great gaming experience that'll just, make you so happy. Like, even if you didn't like the levels, you still get to discover, 30 planets, and it's just awesome. I love it so much. And also, that's not even all the planets. You can, buy the Death Star. And I saved up 5 million studs to buy the Death Star. And I wouldn't say it was worth it exactly, but it was fun buying it. But my God, Skywalker Saga, it is fantastic. I love it so much. And I still play it to this day. I'm done with all the levels and shit, but, I still love it. It hasn't changed my love for this game at all. I still love it. I love exploring all these planets. There are some planets that I haven't even stepped foot on, so who knows what I'm gonna do next in this game. All I know is that it is such a fun game to play. You guys should all get a copy of this when you can, because it is so damn good. It's the best Lego game. It's the best game of all time, probably. Wii Sports is really good, and that was my number 1 game for a long time, but I think I might have to take this one over it. I might have to take this over just about any game ever. It is so good, and I love it so much. So yeah, that's it. That's the video. I really had fun ranking all this. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.